everybody. Welcome to Paizo Live. It's our monthly fireside chat style show where we bring our wonderful creatives on to tell you about what they're working on here at Paizo. I am Maya, Paizo's social media and community specialist.
And I'm Rue, Paizo's Associate Director of Marketing and Media. Now, before we get started, this is my time to talk to my friends and coworkers. So, Maya, what games have you been playing lately?
I'm about to hit you with the crazy anticlimactic. I've honestly not been playing any games, but I have some really funny stories about it. So as
Okay.
we all know, I was out for a while, and I was like, I'm gonna play Pokemon Legends ZA. Let me tell you, I played Pokemon Legends ZA for all of an hour, and then I fell asleep.
Did you get out of the tutorial area? Because I think the tutorial area is like almost 90 minutes of gameplay. So you might have not even made it
I'm
out of the
trying to. I think
tutorial.
I did, and then I was like in the hotel again, and
Yeah,
he was like, "Let's go outside and do some stuff," and I was like, "I'm tired," and
I'm done.
I fell asleep. And that was pretty much the only game that I have had the mental capacity to be playing. I've been reading a lot though, reading a lot of books. Um,
Well, why don't you tell me about the best book that you read then instead?
the best book that I read, oh, I read a really great Star Wars book called Red Harvest. um
Ooh.
that was about like set like many like 3,000 years before like episode 1. It's like bajillion
An
years
even
before,
longer time ago in a
even
galaxy far
longer
away.
time ago. I know it's even bajillion years. Oh no, it may have been 3,000 years before High Republic, which is already like
Oh, wow.
500 years
Yeah.
before. Yeah, really great book about this really terrible Sith Lord who really wants this fourth sensitive orchid with a high midi-chlorian count, but it can only stay alive if it is near a Jedi who has a similar high midi-chlorian count. So that was a great book. If you like Star Wars books that are not about the main ones who you see in the movies, read Red Harvest because that was a great book.
Awesome. Thank you. I
Yeah,
will add it to my never ending to be read list.
great book, great book.
Don't look at my to be read list.
I
Just don't.
won't look at it. I will, or maybe I will look at it for my own recommendation because I'm the person who I will actually read the book. Like people were like, read the book, and
Good.
then I will read the book. So maybe I will look at it to steal recommendations from it for myself to read. But what games have you been playing, Rue?
Um, well, for starters, I have played less games than I would like to play because
Mm.
I am currently playing Unpacking Simulator in real life, which is
Oh
that
yeah,
I'm
right,
moving
right.
into my new house. So
Yep.
time that would be spent playing games is usually actually spent unpacking boxes.
Yep.
But in between unpacking boxes, I roped my spouses into also downloading Slay the Spire 2, and by that I mean I purchased it for them so they didn't have a choice.
Oh, nice, nice.
And so we've been playing Slay the Spire 2 together. So I continue to run as the Necro Binder every day in the evening after work. So that's very fun.
That does sound fun. That sounds like a great time.
Thank you. In terms of books, I have
Yeah.
not read it yet, but the one that I just got is it's called Kinky. It's a Japanese novel, and Koji Shiraishi made a movie based on it that came out in Japan
Oh,
last year, and it
okay.
may not ever come out in the US. So
Oh, don't
instead,
you
I'm
hate when
gonna
that
read the
happens?
book
Yeah.
and at least get some of the experience.
That is the true pain of knowing that the movie exists and also knowing that they don't want to give it to you. The
It's
worst.
my pain is real, and
Oh my god.
but that's okay.
Truly the worst.
Yeah,
So now let's get on to some
yeah.
Paizo Live. Let's get on to some Paizo World. So today we're going to be joined by Jessica Catalan and Shay Snow, who will tell us all about the new seasons for Starfinder and Pathfinder Society. And then Jessica and Bill Fisher will reveal some details about Paizo's free RPG Day offerings, which since today is May 1st, even though it barely feels like May, is next month.
Next month, free RPG Day
Yay!
next month. I'll
Yeah,
talk. I will talk more about free RPG Day as a whole in that
yeah.
segment, but I am excited about it. And remember that the way that this works is that we collect questions throughout the show, and then we answer them in a Q&A at the end. So if you have a question, drop it in the chat, and one of our mods will grab those for you. and put them direct in a document, and then we'll grab them at the end. So without further ado, I will happily hand things over to Maya and our organized play developers so that we can talk about the new seasons of organized play.
Yeah, let's get in there. It's me. Hi, Shay. Hi, Jessica. Hello to both of y'all.
Hello.
Welcome to Paizo Live and happy Friday. Happy here we are.
Happy May Day.
Yeah, happy May. Is May 1st technically the day, May Day? That's
Yeah.
the day? Okay, I wasn't sure
Today
if they
is
were
May
going to like
Day.
pull a fast one on you and be like, nope, it's May 3rd. Okay, yeah, it's May 1st. Okay, yes, happy May Day, everyone, as well. So, yes, Jessica and Shay, why don't you introduce yourselves just by stating your role at Paizo as well as some games you've been playing lately? Shay, why don't you go first?
Sure. I'm Shay Snow. I'm one of the Pathfinder Society developers alongside Josh Foster. Games I've been playing lately. I've been playing a lot of Bookshop Simulator. It's a
Yeah,
little simulator where you run a little bookshop and it's nice and cozy. And
honestly, I think I want to play that.
it's
What
so
platform is it?
nice.
What
I've
is
got
it
it on
on?
Steam. I've got it on
Okay,
Steam
cool.
and I can play it on my
PC.
Steam Deck too.
Okay, cool.
So, and in addition, I'm running Strength of Thousands. Just
Nice.
started a new Vampire the Masquerade game. Oh, and I completely nuked my island on Coral Island to
Oh,
restart playing it with my spouse and my boyfriend. So,
okay.
very
That sounds
excited.
fun. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
And Jessica.
Hey, everybody. I am Jessica Catalan. I am the Starfinder Society developer and a senior developer on the Starfinder team. For games, I am running my daughter through the Gatewalkers Pathfinder Adventure Pass. She's playing 2 characters and is having a lot of fun. And with the family, we're playing a lot of Magic the Gathering.
Nice.
This is my husband's very favorite game. We are digging into the new Secrets of Strixhaven set. I'm loving some Witherbloom and some Silver Quill on that.
Nice,
so it's lots of fun. Yeah.
Sounds
I know some
good.
of those words.
Yeah, very quote. Good for oh, I know some of those words. Great use of the
I'm
quote.
playing games.
Yeah, we're playing all the games. All the games. Yeah, Rue wants some of your cards. So you better give those up. You better be prepared to duel Rue for several cards.
We'll have a
from that deck.
throwdown.
Yes. So, in case there are some new folks in the chat who are watching, can each of you explain organized play and like what the Pathfinder and Starfinder societies are?
Yeah, so I can tackle that. So Paizo's organized play programs are a worldwide role-playing organization where players can take their Pathfinder or their Starfinder character, depending which one you're playing in, and play it in any game around the globe. So the goal of these organized play programs are to provide players with a drop-in, drop-out kind of play experience. So you can play your characters whenever and wherever you want. You do not need to go to every session. It just kind of fits your schedule and your lifestyle. So you can play at conventions, local game stores, online. You can even run games right out of your own home. And you will play scenarios, which are self-contained adventures meant to run in a set timeline. Many of them also contribute to a longer interconnected story, which is called our metaplot. If you are playing in the Starfinder Society organized play program, you will play as an agent of the Starfinder Society, whereas if you're in the Pathfinder Society organized play program, you will, shocking, be an agent of the Pathfinder Society. Both of these are famous organizations of explorers and archaeologists and adventurers who are dedicated to discovering, exploring, and chronicling all corners of the world or the galaxy and beyond.
And as usual, we must explore, we must report, and of the utmost important, we must cooperate.
We must. Very important. So can you tell us, we've got some current seasons of Pathfinder and Starfinder Society. Why don't we start with Jessica, since you're on a roll here. So let's talk about the current Starfinder Society season. Give a little bit about that, and how are we closing that season up? Because we are coming to an end.
We sure are. So we are currently in the middle of our Invasion's Edge metaplot. So this is a story of exploration and discovery amid a mysterious alien starship in the background there called the Wreck of the Returned. It is on the desert planet of Akaton. So we very swiftly realized of the Pact Worlds, and that the wreck was under the control of a mysterious being called Elevai. So we are entering kind of the last phase of this story. We are about to shake things up with the final confrontation. So far, we've kind of been on the defensive, right? We've been scrambling after information while fighting off the wreck's forces, rescuing locals, making allies. But now we have all the intel we need, and it's kind of time to make an attack on the wreck itself. So in this last kind of quarter here, you'll confront some major foreshadowed enemies who we have art of, like Tade and the Functionary. We'll also see Elevai, and another two major enemies that you may or may not have seen coming, but we've been dropping some hints about. So in number 121, Breaching the Wreck, we are going to secure an entrance, secret entrance to the Wreck of the Returned. In Society Scenario number 122, Rescue in the Wreck, we are using that entrance to kind of launch a rescue mission into the Wreck's conversion facility. They've been mutating captive animals and people, including one of our dear friends, the fellow Starfinder, Zizenzi, and they're turning them into like mindless servitors of the wreck. So we need to go in and free these people and cure them. And of course, some of them have already been converted, so they're your enemies. So you've got to decide if you're going to make it harder on yourself by trying to save those people too, right? And then our last ones, Starfinder Society Scenario number 124 and number 126 are our last meta plots of the year. This is Final Gambit Part 1 and 2. And in those, we are launching a massive joint attack against the wreck alongside all of the allies that we've made this season. And it'll be up to you to enter the wreck, fight your way to its heart, and destroy Elevai, who is the master of the Wreck of the Returned. Yeah, they're some of our foreshadowed enemies that some of you will
who are those?
already
Are you
have
gonna
seen.
do we say
Yeah.
which one each of okay. We're not just like here they are. Dun dun dun.
One of them, the masked lady, that is the Functionary, who some of you will already have learned her real name while playing. And the other one is Tade, who we know used to be a member of a mercenary company called the Rust Raids and has been converted into a villain and has been serving the wreck against their now non-existent will all season. So there are two of the foreshadowed characters that we've been seeing.
They both look pretty scary. I don't want to fight either of them. Or do we? Good luck. Good luck, Starfinders. All right. So, Shay, why don't you tell us also about the current Pathfinder Society season and how we're closing up that season as well.
Yeah, so we're currently in the year Battle Spark, which is in the middle of the big Hellfire crisis. We as the Pathfinder Society have chosen to make a stand with Andoran against Cheliax and letting them know that their tyranny will not stand.
No tyranny here.
So far, we've made a bunch of allies, we've made a bunch of enemies, there's been a lot of Hell Knights that we've fought a lot of devils, and as we're wrapping up the go-round, the next things that we have coming out, we're going to be, visiting the Windspire tribe of the Strix community over in Cheliax. They've gone completely radio silent, so let's go check on that, see what's happening there. In addition to that, we'll be checking with a couple of our agents over in Anthusis are going to be doing a small briefing with Venture Captain Finn's Bluff. And in the middle of it, there is an explosion outside in the docks. And it looks like Cheliax has decided that they want to come back and see if they can retake Vidrian. But you know what? It's not up for grabs. We've already made this
not.
Made this clear.
Yeah, like we've had this discussion. We've had this war. What do you want?
We've had this. We've already talked about this, babes. It's time to let go.
Truly.
In addition, later on, with the Strings of Hell 720, we will have a selection of Minotaurs have gone missing from one of the outside Minotaur communities in the Cairn lands, and it's up to us to kind of go over there and be like, hey, what's going on? What's happening here? And this is our little band of Pathfinder
who's that? That's
troops.
Us? Yeah, nice.
That's us. You're gonna see us in the final scenario of the season under the Handmaiden's gaze when we get to see Kizrech again. I know everybody wants to see Kizrech again.
Of course.
And we also get to finally face off against Valgrothis, who has been making herself a nuisance in Absalom.
What a
this
crew.
is our Pathfinder company underneath. Oh no, I've missed them all. Marcus Farabellis. And you will be leading him into Oh, this is a spoiler. Do I want to share this spoiler? Yeah, I want to share the spoiler.
Do you want to share it
leading
now or in the
that
spoiler
troop-
section?
Always.
I'll share it now. We're going to be leading
Okay.
that troop into multi-combat. So we're
Ooh.
going to have all sorts of things, big mass combat scenario. It'll be very
Oh, very
exciting.
nice.
But we're very excited for it. You know, we had this scenario releasing where you get to go to this weird little place, this weird little temple that raises up from the ocean, and you get to find a strange clockwork compass, which I'm sure won't come up in the
Ooh.
future at all.
Oh, definitely not. Certainly not. That's just there for aesthetics and vibes.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mm.
But yeah, that's what we've got so far.
So, speaking of this mysterious compass that's definitely only there for aesthetics and vibes, what is next year's Pathfinder Society season about?
Well,
Mhm.
that would be the year of Clockwork Mystery.
Nice.
We're very excited for it.
It's me.
That is Miss Serena Westier there. She is our master of spells. She has taken a lot of interest in this strange clockwork compass, and she is very interested in seeing what's going on.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad to introduce this new year. It's just going to be so much fun and full of magical experimentation and research. We're going to be reaching out to all sorts of different universities and people who do clockwork magic. We're going to see some old enemies and some new ones.
Okay.
Which is very exciting.
New and
we're
old.
going to. Oh, there we go. There's Nazreha, if anybody remembers her. She's also known as the Benefactor.
Oh yeah. That's
And
the
we're
only
going to
title
be
I would ever
revisiting
give
her.
to anyone who looked like that in a
Oh my god, I
painting.
love her so much. She's
Yeah,
so cool.
wow.
And
Wow.
you know what? We're going to be going all around Galarion trying to figure out, is there more to these clockworks? And an old enemy of the Pathfinder Society has also discovered a bit of clockwork magic.
No.
And we'll be seeing them very soon.
Dun dun dun. Wow. Oh,
Yep.
and look at
And
that.
there's our symbol. It's beautiful. I
Oh,
love
nice.
it.
That's the symbol for the next season.
Yes, that is our
Oh,
symbol for the next
stunning!
season.
Look at that with the
So
gears and the
gorgeous. I love
bits
the
and the
cogs.
shiny.
Our art team did such a great job on this.
They
this
really
year.
did. They did.
They're killing it.
Looks amazing.
So good.
Well, everybody get ready for clockwork. All kinds of clockwork shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
Clockworks appearing in your socks. We don't know why they got there. You'll find out. Who knows?
Clockworks in Absalom, Clockworks in Ustalov, Clockworks in Numeria.
Who knows? You'll find out. All right. So Jessica, what's going on with next year's Starfinder Society as well?
I am so glad you asked.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we are announcing our new season, which is Beyond the Blood Door. There's our lovely logo. So
this
Absalom
logo
Station.
is so gnarly. It's just blood teeth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Absalom Station. That's its logo there. And then, something's gnawing on it.
In my mind, it's a door, and a very large creature tried to bite open said door, which then gives me a lot of perspective on the size of that creature and the size of its mouth. However, this is all my internal narrative. This has nothing to do with Starfinder Society. I could be entirely incorrect, or maybe I'm exactly correct. Play the game.
The Blood Door.
Yeah. We'll find out. So yes, tell us about the next season of Starfinder Society.
So Absalom Station, it is a bustling space station and the center of interstellar trade and governance in the Pact worlds. Nobody knows who built Absalom Station because it just appeared sometime during the gap, and it occupies the orbit of what used to be Galarian, which is not there. It's lost. I don't know. So the station's ancient Magitech reactors are powered by the legendary Star Stone, which also acts as a powerful drift beacon, inviting tourists and immigrants from faraway worlds. Hundreds of corporations and embassies have built their headquarters on this station. It is a very diverse population. And so for many, Absalom Station is the heart of the Pact worlds. It is a hub of culture and commerce. It is a safe harbor in a dangerous universe.
Yeah.
But this piece is shattered when a mysterious transmission is broadcast to every screen and comm unit across the entire station, and it heralds a magical attack on the streets of the station itself. These big, roiling red spheres rain blood on the streets, and where all the blood falls, these monsters are spawned.
Whoa.
And panic grips the
Like
populace and the station's
Absalom was jealous
citizens.
of the God's Reign, and they were like, "We also want blood
Exactly.
rain. We want
We
blood
do,
rain
you
too.
know?
Don't hog all
Yeah,
of the blood rain."
and then they're attacking the populace. So I mean, everybody's gonna bleed a little bit. That's unfortunate.
Wasn't hard, though.
So amid this chaos, Venture Captain Arvin, who is one of the people you can see here with the stylish green hair,
Yeah,
Arvin dispatches teams of starfinders into the surrounding districts to protect the people of Absalom Station, to battle these blood-spawned beasts, and to seal these kind of blood-spewing wrens.
yeah.
But as the blood dries and the magic fades, it becomes clear that this strange attack was only the first cut in a much greater bloodletting, and Absalom Station is in need of heroes. So we are proudly inviting you to play Beyond the Blood Door.
Yeah.
This is the second season of Starfinder Society for Starfinder 2nd Edition.
Yeah.
It's going to be a year of urban adventures on Absalom Station that pits the Starfinder Society against a cunning villain and their followers.
I love
We have
Absalom
so
Station
much.
so much.
You know who doesn't?
too.
The Blood Doors. We love it plenty, but
That's
the
why
Blood
we're gonna
Doors
go
are like,
there, 'cause
absolutely
I
not.
love it, right?
They're
You're
from the corner,
welcome.
like, who said they love Absalom Station? Not me. A quote, a
I'll
Blood
give
Door.
you that Absalom Station.
Oh yeah, right. Oh gosh.
You said you wanted more of it.
Yeah. Okay, it was up for interpretation, I suppose. So yeah, that's what's going on with that. We got a lot of mystery, lots of mystery that you have to uncover by starting a Pathfinder and or Starfinder Society in your area, or if there already is one, joining the Pathfinder or Starfinder Society in your area, which we highly encourage that you do, so you can play these totally rad adventures. And so now we've come to the real spoiler section, Shay. So luckily, honestly, this means I've roped you into giving another spoiler. So the chat should be super excited about this. Now you will get 2 spoilers about Pathfinder Society. So why don't please each of you provide a spoiler for these super riveting, super secret, super mysterious seasons?
So,
Well, fun tidbit.
I don't have art for this yet. I don't
Okay.
have art, so I couldn't provide it. I have art
That's
for
fair.
something else.
Okay.
But the Order of the Palatine Eye
Okay.
has made a donation to the Black Rose Museum.
Okay.
Nothing
all I
bad
can say
ever
for
happens
that.
there.
Nothing bad ever happens there.
Yeah, that okay.
However, the one I do have art for is
Okay.
our glorious Centipede Queen, Zeneba.
Let's go. Release Rue. Release the Centipede Queen, please. We need her.
And we
before-
will be seeing her.
Oh, hang on.
She's too big.
Yeah, the file
She's
is so
massive,
big.
But she's a kaiju.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Kaiju really
Yeah.
like, do you see how long this is taking? It's because her file is so big. That's why. That's how big the file is. That is so intense. Tell us a little bit about her.
She is the glorious centipede kaiju queen.
Oh my god, look at her.
There she is. Oh my god, I love her. She's got fluffy
Look
little
at
paws.
her.
She's amazing.
Oh my god, she's on
the
top of me.
queen.
Ah! 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 I was the first to go.
We are going to see her during this year's special at Gen Con.
Wow.
It's the first time that you will be able to see her.
Wow.
Where she is glorious and she is magnificent. And I got all this ready and I've completely zoned on what I named the dang thing.
Does she have the audacity to be like furry and soft?
Oh yeah. But she also makes poison.
Okay.
She also makes poison. She has the little poison dust and it sparkles. This will be for the Kaiju Crisis. That
the
is
Kaiju
the name
Crisis?
of our upcoming special. It is written by Rigby Bendel for levels 1 through 8.
She will be. They're asking, will she be at Gen Con? Yeah. Like,
yes.
Yes.
I don't know if she'll be there in person, but she will.
Yeah, I'm
be
like,
there.
I don't know what capacity you are asking, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Those are my specials.
Wow.
Not my specials.
Rad.
Sorry. Those are my spoilers.
They were wonderful spoilers. Those are great. And Jessica, do you have spoilers too? Any spoilers that will eat me?
Shay got 2 spoilers, so I'm
That's
gonna.
true. You want to give 2 spoilers?
Myself.
Do it.
Okay, so first one, I'm gonna give a little bit more details on Beyond the Blood Door because we have we visit Absalom Station a lot. Obviously,
We do.
we're located there, but we don't
Yeah.
really get to explore it often. So that's probably
Right.
one of the things I'm most excited for this season. We are going to visit lots of different districts and locations in Absalom Station, from the
Nice.
Lorespire Complex and Drifter's End to Jatambe Park, the Nyori Palisades, Fogtown, Downlow, Synth Haven. So many fun places.
Nice.
Lots of recurring characters. And we're also going to have some clues and secrets in this season related to the Gap and some other big mysteries, and they're hidden away in there. So I wish you luck in spotting those.
Ooh.
And then my second spoiler, last year we did a player's guide for the start of the new season. We are doing a player's guide again this season.
Oh, nice.
It's going to give you info on how to get into organized play, details on the next meta plot, and so on. It also gives you character rules like backgrounds and such. This year we are giving out one new ancestry in that file, and I am not going to tell you what the ancestry is, but I'm going to give you some clues
too many
so
spoilers.
you guys can guess.
Okay,
so
clues.
they
Yeah, clues.
are originally from Castrovel, but they travel widely, and they have a large population on Absalom Station, particularly in a topside central location. They have playable stats in first edition, but they came in kind of in the last portion of the edition, so they're a bit more obscure than some of our other early ancestries. And we have met them in some Starfinder Society scenarios before. And finally, I love them. So
okay.
I have a theory, and I would like to give my answer. Are they Skittermanders?
Definitely. Everybody can play those.
Wonderful. Fantastic. You're so smart. I solved all the mysteries.
Riddle solved. No more wondering. You already know what it is. But yeah, think on that, everyone. Very exciting. Those are good spoilers, you guys. Oh my gosh. Now we're just sitting here on pins and needles for Starfinder and Pathfinder Society. Well, that is awesome. Thank you guys for coming to Paizo Live to talk about all that today. We had a lot of people in the chat who are pumped about these new adventures and the scary bloody doors and the clocks that we don't know what do. It's
gonna be so great.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be amazing.
And we're always happy to talk organized play.
What'd you say?
Jessica, we should do your bloody clocks. Clearly.
Yes.
That'll be the crossover. Everybody wants a crossover again.
Like
and
where's
it will be bloody clocks. That's the winner.
Bloody
That's
clocks.
the winner in our pitches.
Fantastic.
That's the crossover society season. We did it. We're doing it. We're not. Don't listen to us. Please don't put this on Reddit. We're not gonna do it.
We'll open whatever the blood door is, right? And then there'll be clockwork mechanisms. And then we'll go to Galarian, right?
And then we'll go to Galarian. It's just a door. Yes.
And then it'll just be 17,
right there.
17 scenarios in Pathfinder Society of Yondo Klein just floating through space.
What have you done this time, Pathfinders?
Who knows? Find out in Pathfinder and Starfinder Society. So thank you guys for coming to join us today. And we have one more segment today, which is where Rue will be talking about the free RPG Day adventures with Jessica and Bill. So I think we're going to go to a short little break, and then we will come back and talk about those adventures. So thank you guys, and I'll see you later today.
For centuries, Isger has known only subjugation. The ones who call themselves our masters neglect us. They ignore us when we need them. And now they bring death and war into our lands. No more, Isger. No more suffering. No more neglect. It's time to rise and face a new dawn. A dawn on a nation that isn't beholden to Cheliax. Rise up, Isger. Rise against the forces of hell and the oppressors who crush us beneath their heels. Join the Hellbreakers and stand against Cheliax in the name of justice, of freedom. Break off your chains, Isger. It's time to fight.
veil between worlds is thin here. Whatever came through, we need to be careful.
Scanners indicate a large biomass behind that corridor. Likely our target.
Day. Check. Take left. Zamir and Isef. Flank right. Obo and I will come down the center.
Finally! I've been itching for some adventure in this boring old museum.
Hop it around. Ison, what would you like to do?
Blast off into the future with Starfinder 2nd Edition, the newest science fantasy RPG from Paizo Incorporated. Choose from 6 classes: the magical mystic, the charismatic envoy, the stealthy operative, the heavy-hitting soldier, the cosmic-powered Solarian, and the paradoxical witch warper. Whether you're looking for a high-tech, high-octane adventure, a lighthearted spacefaring journey through the cosmos, a dystopian cyberpunk city crawl, or delve into the horrors of deep space, Starfinder 2nd Edition is the perfect system and setting for any science fantasy campaign. Starfinder 2nd Edition is built on the same 3-action economy engine as Pathfinder 2nd Edition, making both games mechanically compatible. Crash a starship full of alien threats into your Pathfinder campaign, or send your Pathfinder heroes through space and time to face intergalactic forces. Your options are as limitless as the universe with Starfinder 2nd Edition. Welcome to the next generation of science fantasy gaming.
Hello and welcome back, Jessica, and welcome, Bill.
Hello.
Since Jessica, you introduced yourself in the prior segment, I'm just gonna pop over to Bill. Why don't you tell the folks at home who you are and what you do at Paizo?
My name is Bill Fisher, and I am a developer here at Paizo on the narrative team. We're the people who bring you all the great print adventures, including Free RPG Day.
Bill, what games have you been playing lately? Board games, video games, RPGs?
Yeah, so just this week, my home group and I did what I think is the funnest thing to do, which is start a new campaign. So we did our session 0 and did all the fun things like how do we know each other? Whose brother is whom, and that sort of thing. So that's always exciting. And like we have campaigns that last years, so like it's a big deal when we start a new one. So
are you doing a homebrew campaign or are you using an existing module?
It's a homebrew
Wonderful
campaign. So yep.
Jessica, did you manage to play a game during the 3-minute ad break?
I had a stare off with my rabbit. How's that?
That counts. Did you win?
Yes. It's not hard.
I can't win stare-offs with my snake. She doesn't blink, so I lose by default. She doesn't have eyelids. But we're both here to talk about Free RPG Day. I'm going to start off with giving folks, in case they don't know, a little bit of an explanation of what Free RPG Day is. Free RPG Day happens on June 22nd in the United States, and then on various weekends thereafter for other countries, depending on when your various local game stores have signed up to do it. I know it runs through July in Europe, so June 22nd is the date that we all think of here in the US, but in Europe and Australia, they may be on different days. But Free RPG Day is exactly what it sounds like. A bunch of publishers create supplements for their RPGs that are offered for free to get you to come into your local game store. So if your local game store is participating, and I'll drop the link in the chat in just a second for you to see if your local game store is participating. Stop by on June 22nd to pick up some free RPGs and support your friendly local game store. I have been to our local game store's Free RPG Day every year since I moved to Oregon. Our local game store also has a cat, so it's also my opportunity to go and pet the local game store cat, and then also pick up some really cool RPGs. Have either of you ever gone to Free RPG Day?
Yeah.
You can go first, Bill.
Yeah, like I've never gotten a chance to play. Like usually there are people running some of the adventures. Never done that, but I've always, free RPG supplements, you can't turn me away. So,
Jessica.
Yeah, I bring my family to the local game store or local bookstore, depending who's hosting it here each year. And sometimes we have time to join in a game. I think our favorite was, I want to say 2018, maybe. We played the first Starfinder Society one, Skitter Shot.
Oh, yeah!
The Starfinder one, and it was our favorite. My kids were itty bitty then. We had so much fun. Oh. And I, of course, wrote last year's Starfinder adventure, Battle for Nova Rush, so I am very biased to think it's amazing.
I have run it multiple times, and I agree. It is amazing. I think my favorite Free RPG Day thing that I have ever played or run was I published I was part of the 9th level anthology that they do every year for Free RPG Day. They do an indie RPG anthology with a theme. And I was a part of it in 2022, I want to say. And so our local game store asked me to host my game specifically for that day. And so that was my most special Free RPG Day memory. And then I got to sign books for children like I was an important person. It was the coolest I've ever felt in my life.
Awesome.
But this year we have one free RPG scenario for both Pathfinder and Starfinder. Let's start with Pathfinder. Bill, what is our offering for Free RPG Day this year?
It is a little adventure called Things Go to Hell. And it is a
going back. There we go.
There we go. It is a short adventure for level 7 characters. It's written by our very own Josh Foster. And the premise is there is a wizard who has traded his soul away for possession of an infernal tower. And the terms of the contract state that he gets to keep the tower for as long as he's alive, but once he's dead, the tower and everything in it goes back to hell along with his soul. And the devil who's in charge of this contract, when he's clearing out the tower for the next tenant, he discovers that there are 4 people trapped inside the tower. And each one of these people, for various reasons, were sort of in a half state between thing and person at the time of the wizard's death. And so the heroes have to explain to this devil that, no, we're actually people. We're not possessions of this wizard, and we'd like to go home.
Yeah, You know, there's nothing more wizard than making a deal with a devil that involves your wizard tower. But I cannot imagine it is fun to be a person trapped inside wizard tower. Am I right in guessing that our pre-generated characters for this are those folks who are stuck in the wizard tower?
Yes. So you are playing these people who have gotten caught up in this contract and have to find a loophole to get out. And so, and as I mentioned, like each one of these at the time of the contract, it's not quite clear whether they were things or people or alive or dead. So we have a skeleton who was in charge of the wizard's security, but had been sort of shut down when he got replaced by a stronger, more powerful undead. There is a thief who had been turned to stone and turned into a statue and put on display. And
make an example of them.
Yeah, right, exactly. And it was only restored to flesh when the wizard died. There's an automaton who was in standby mode at the moment, and then there's a half-baked clone of the wizard himself, who obviously was not active until the wizard died and the clone activated. So you have to argue why you're not actually a thing that went to hell. You're a person and you deserve to go back to Galarian.
So I have to ask, is there effectively an influence encounter with the devil wherein you have to convince him of your personhood?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a it's not a full influence encounter, but it is a role-playing encounter where you have to make your case of like, well, I might be dead, I might be a skeleton, but I have thoughts and feelings just like everybody else, and that sort of thing.
So. I support skeleton rights.
Right, exactly. And luckily, the contract devil who is in charge of this whole thing is open to hearing arguments. He'd rather not, litigate this for the next 1,000 years. And so he decides, okay. We're looking around for this wizard's soul. It's supposed to be here. If you can find the wizard's soul and help me out here, then okay, we'll let you go home.
What a good trade.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling us what the classes for these 4 pre-gens are?
Yeah, so this is it's a level 7 adventure, so that's kind of high for a one shot designed for introducing people. So we try to keep it simple. So the skeleton is a fighter, and the halfling there is a rogue, and the automaton is a cleric, and the half-baked clone is, of course, a wizard.
It would be very funny if your wizard clone was not also a wizard.
I don't understand this magic stuff.
I can't read.
I've got this book, but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm really excited about this one shot. I like to use these as like things for my home game, and I'm used to them being lower level, so it's exciting to be able to play a one shot at sort of a higher difficulty scale and see what Pathfinder is like at level 7.
Yeah, we tried to keep a balance of like, if you are really into Pathfinder, this will still be interesting and fun. But if you've never picked up a character before, you can do that with these. They're pretty straightforward. So
awesome. All right, Jessica, it's time. What can you tell me about our Starfinder offering for Free RPG Day?
Yes, this is called Rescue on Raxel. Look at that, it's glorious. This is an adventure for 3rd level characters. It is written by Linda Zayas Palmer and developed by Jenny Jarzabski. The short version is you're on the peaceful world of Raxel to take down an evil corporation that's breaking environmental laws. But obviously we want more details. So Raxel is basically, it's a very peaceful, it's a verdant world. It is home to tiny little plant-bodied
Little onion
Raxelites.
people.
Yeah, and they live in biotech sky cities. It's only been about 100 years since Raxelite first made contact with other sapient species, so they are fiercely debating how are they going to approach the wider universe. They've got a lot of isolationists who are arguing with those who want to have broad collaboration with other species. So the actions of any off-worlders are very, very strictly scrutinized. So the recent arrival of an augmentation research corporation called Absolute Zero threatens this delicate balance. You know, they haven't secured approval to operate on Raxel. Worse, they are performing research on animals that violate several of Raxel's laws for ethical treatment of non-sapient creatures. So if they are not stopped, this could spell disaster, not only for the local ecosystem, but also it can become a rallying point for isolationist sentiments. Fortunately, Absolute Zero did not escape notice for long. Members of Project Smile, which is a Raxel group that aims to kind of foster this interplanetary collaboration, caught sight of the lab from the sky, and they intercepted enough of its data traffic to identify this corporation. So one of their staff, this is the Raxelite Mystic Stitchvine RS. It is one of our pre-gens, if you want to throw the pre-gen image up there. There they are, the little Raxelite. So Stitchvine RS has aimed to discreetly shut down this corporation. They reached out to an ally in the Xeno Wardens. That is our second pre-gen, the Elven envoy Kahalara. She used her contacts to get intel on this corporation, but it turns out Absolute Zero is a shell corporation for Frozen Trove. This is a very well-known biotech megacorp, infamous for unethical research practices. And unfortunately, their snooping didn't go undiscovered, as one of the two spies that they were using was arrested for corporate espionage. And the other, this is our Skittermander, Witch Warper, Raloraz. This is our third pre-gen. She escaped unscathed. So Stitchvine has basically secured approval to send in a team to shut down Absalom Zero's local lab and to gather proof of its connection to Frozen Trove, so they can legally get it shut down. In addition, the other characters here, this team also includes Takar, that is a Winterborn Reforian operative. They are brother to the captured agent. And Zyzexius, that is a Dragonkin Solarian, and Takar's loyal bonded partner. So they are ready for their mission. Are all of you?
I don't know. I'm really excited also about this one. Again, because I can play it at home with my home group, but also like I love the Raxelites, and so anything that's hurting them, I'm like, I will crush you with my own hands.
I love them. They're wonderful. So it's nice to see them take center stage a bit. And this is just a really, it's a great fast-paced adventure. It throws you right into the action. You know, you're fighting mutated wildlife, infiltrating the laboratory, kind of digging for intel, fighting the bad guys, freeing some cute little animals. It's a really good
got
one.
Everything.
Yeah. Some cute little things.
But yeah, so everyone, on June 22nd, head over to your friendly local game store. I will put the link in the description because I forgot to do that earlier because I was too excited talking about Raxelites and Hell, my two favorite things. But for folks who don't have a local game store nearby, the PDFs of these adventures will go up for free on Paizo.com 1 month after Free RPG Day. So about the same time as our August releases will be coming out at the end of July into Gen Con August. Around that same time, the PDFs of these adventures will be available for free on Paizo.com, so you can download them and play them with your home group, even if you don't have a local game store that is participating. Is there anything that either of you would like to add before I take us over to Q&A? I want to make sure that I gave you all the space to talk about your adventures.
I will spoil the name of one of the things you might see that I think is wonderful, and it is Rainbird.
Rainbird. Okay. That's all you get.
Yeah. I'm not in charge of this one. I don't get to choose all the things I'm allowed to spoil. So I'm just saying that.
The word rainbird. What it means, you will all find out. Anything from you, Bill?
I'm not giving any spoilers.
All right. No one gets to know what happens in hell.
Right, exactly.
What happens in hell stays in hell.
Yeah. You gotta find your own way out.
Yeah, you gotta do it yourself.
Yep.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna take us to someone in the chat asked for talking reasons. Is it rainbird like rain falling, or brain bird like your brain in your head?
I'll type it for you. Here we go.
Thank you. Jessica's
you know
gonna put it in the chat for folks.
You know,
rainbird.
They like capital letters that are actually abbreviations for things.
Ooh. Well, then I will let everyone think about what that might stand for as we go into another brief ad break before we bring everyone back for a Q&A. So if you have questions and you haven't already, now is a great time to drop them in the chat, and I will see y'all in just a couple more minutes. Thank you.
Dragons. It's impossible to ignore our majesty and influence. We were birthed by the gods themselves, and it's clear that our dominance is part of our very being.
Dragons. They're a menace, a blight upon the world. They think themselves the rulers of the world. Tyrants is what they are.
We know that others seek to be more like dragons, if only to get a taste of our abilities. Of course, we are not above sharing the gifts of our draconic influence for the right price.
Yes, a dragon might be able to grant you power, but they remain dangerous nonetheless.
With dragons holding such influence, benevolence, and power, it would be foolish for anyone to stand up against us.
With that much power, dragons can't be trusted. That's why slayers like me have to stand up against them.
For anyone who dares stand against us quickly learns.
As a new slayer, there's one thing you should never forget.
Nothing compares to the might of a dragon.
I was born in the town of Sandpoint. I grew up there, but my memories are anything but happy. You made my life a living hell. But when I struck back against you, I was called a monster and paid for my sins with my life. Fools. I was far from the last to threaten the townsfolk of Sandpoint. Far from the worst of the fates now waiting to strike your town. 7 new dooms wait on your doorstep, and to stop them, your town will need a new band of heroes to save you. Heroes who must be able to solve sinister crimes and untangle frightening mysteries, and who know when the time is right to seek solutions other than battle, and who know that not every monster is an enemy. Heroes who will be able to stand against the supernatural cause of your night horrors, or that can stand against even the strangest and most frightening of foes. But I have my doubts. There are revelations awaiting you that I suspect you might not be able to endure. And when you fail, your town will burn, and you will all, at long last, become burnt offering.
How many times have you heard or asked the age-old question of RPGs? Can I roll to seduce the dragon? Now, with Pathfinder Monster Match, there's no rolls required. Just dates, gifts, and the luck of the draw. With 20 monstrous potential partners, 40 dates to take them on, and a selection of gifts to sweeten your chances, you might just find the perfect match. But be careful. Take a monster on a date they despise and risk burning your budding romance before it can bloom. Pathfinder Monster Match is a light, competitive party game for 2 to 6 players. With only 30 minutes, including setup, you can take your monster match on the date of their dreams or nightmares. Pathfinder Monster Match, now available.
One second. I've clicked the wrong screen. Whoopsie daisy, everyone. There we go.
Yay.
Hello and welcome back.
Hello.
Do you want to kick off the questions, Maya?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll kick off questions. I will ask a question to Bill. Should I ask this this pre-gen question? It's highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, great. Okay, Bill. I'm going to ask you a question about Things Go to Hell, which of course, you know, don't tell us, we're keeping a lot of this under wraps, I can tell, but still, this one is a fun question, which is, which pre-gen would you most enjoy playing of those?
I think if
And why?
I didn't know anything about the adventure, I would probably pick the rogue Clixie Half Step, just because I like rogues. But because I know about the adventure, I might pick Yurdrus, the wizard, just because my hope is that there is a moment where the other 3 players say, "Wait a second, we remember you. You were a jerk to us," and the wizard has to say, like, "No, that wasn't me." But and it tried to explain, like, I look like him, I am him, but all that stuff he did, you can't pin that on me. So
Clone problems, am I right?
Yeah, typical clone
typical clone problems.
Yeah.
I'm gonna chime in and say I would play the skeleton fighter because I love that. One, I love that he's a skeleton, and 2, I love that he was decommissioned because a different, stronger undead took his place, and I would love to just be bitter about that the entire time. I'm so into finding his soul for this devil because I'm mad about that.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to steal the same question and ask it to Jessica and anyone else who would like to chime in. Also, please feel free. Which of the pre-gens for Rescue on Raxel would you most like to play?
I love to play a spellcaster when I'm actually playing. So I'm really tempted to say Raluraz because that Skittermander has some sass and I'm here for it. And I love their jacket. But I would probably play Stitchvine RS. I'm gonna play the cute little Raxel Mystic. We're gonna have a good time.
So cute. So cute. It's crazy. All right, we got a bunch of Pathfinder Society questions, so let's head on over to Shay. Let's see here. Here's one question, which is, what region of Golarion are you most excited to explore in Season 8? Oh, no. Oh, Shay, you might be muted.
Shay, you might be hard muted.
Yeah, I hit the mute button on my
It's okay, smart.
I was
Smart.
drinking water and didn't want everybody to hear it.
Very
over the
valid.
ads.
So yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very excited for our adventure in Numeria. I'm also very excited for our adventure in Ustalav, and I'm very excited for the very special adventure that I'm putting together for us in Alkenstar, which maybe includes a reference to my favorite Sherlock Holmes mystery.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, I'm very excited for it.
Okay, well, do we get to know what your favorite Sherlock Holmes mystery is?
No, too many spoilers.
Well, the name of the scenario is going to be A Study in Clockwork.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So.
That wasn't my question. I still get to ask another.
Yeah,
one.
you know, you totally do. You totally do. You totally do. That was a loophole question.
And I'm gonna hit you with a silly question, Jessica, and then I'll do the real one. Kitsune Warlock, who may or may not be one of our coworkers,
who knows,
would love to know if you get your finger caught in the blood door, does it cause persistent bleeding damage?
Okay, 2 answers. Number 1, you are going to get so much persistent bleed in this season. You be prepared, okay? Come prepared. I've splattered blood on the season covers. There's blood on the art. There's blood on the logo. Come prepared for it. If you're not prepared, that's not my fault. Okay.
I have a question.
Number 2, something far worse will happen if you push
something far worse.
Far worse.
I have a question that I'd like to hear a point in. Will there be blood on the dance floor, though?
Mm-hmm.
Blood on the dance floor. Yes. There is a dance floor at some point, and blood could happen there. Yeah.
There's so much blood in the season.
Then we better evacuate that dance floor.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, just blood everywhere.
For the more serious question, are there any planets you're looking forward to visiting in year 2?
That's a good question. So basically every time I'm very excited for Absolute Station, but because now I've got so much of it planned, anytime we leave it, I'm going to be like, yes!
Yeah!
I think actually the scenario I am most excited for takes place in none of the locations. It is on a cruise ship. It's on a space cruise liner.
Ooh!
I'm so excited for
Love a good
Murder on
space
the
cruise
Tourmaline Comet. And it's gonna be great.
I bet no one dies and everything's fine.
Yeah, no one dies.
You know what? Even if people do die, there's less blood than in the
There's
movie.
less
So
blood.
you're welcome.
That is a miracle.
I'm so excited for this now.
Yeah, it's just a calm
vibing.
vacation. It's chill. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
I mean, I feel like in this season specifically, we have to measure calm by like amount of blood in the location. Like, so it's like we go from like, you know, like 1 pint of blood to like one like shipping container of blood. Like how much blood? Like
What Jessica isn't telling us is that the pool on the cruise ship is all blood.
Just blood. No water.
Vampire
Just
cruise.
blood. It's just blood. Oh Lord.
Question for the people who design our beautiful website: can we update instead
Yeah.
of stars for Starfinder scenarios for
Yeah.
this year? Can it just be pints of blood?
Yeah.
Can we rate in pints of blood?
Marissa's in the chat. I know Marissa's in the chat. Marissa, you hear the request. You must do it. And also, can we have like drippy blood on the website? Thank you. That would be so ideal.
Watch us live dev the Paizo website while Marissa yells at us in the background.
Please stop making ridiculous suggestions.
Oh no, Marissa knows where I live. I should probably check my locks.
We've gone too far. Okay. So we have a question also from Prince Malleus. This is a general question, which is, he says, salutations, O glorious ones. Where will Kaiju Crisis take place? And when is that coming? What's going on with Kaiju Crisis? Tell us as much as you can about the Kaiju Crisis.
The Kaiju Crisis will be
Oh God, there she is.
Oh no, there she is. Zamibra. The Kaiju Crisis will be occurring in the Xinguang Desert up in Tiansha.
Okay.
You will be helping out and I'm only 90% sure that this is how you pronounce this. Eleanor might arrive and correct me.
Okay.
So, you will be assisting with a Mutabi Ki tribe.
Okay.
So, we're very excited there.
And from the flip side of the where will that happen, the answer is Gen Con.
Yep, Gen Con. The IRL answer is Gen Con.
The Sagamore Ballroom.
We're going to put Alex in 7 furry coats.
Saturday night,
You're not going to do that.
I think Starfinder Special is
really cold. So
Friday.
We should.
7?
Maybe.
We are going to
won't
suggest
have an
that,
Alex by the end of that.
we will take the Polaroid picture of Alex's reaction face when we suggest that 7 furry coats.
And Marissa says on stilts. Correct, on stilts.
And on stilts. All right, I have a question also for Shay. Amalgam81 asks, any chance we will get a player's guide for Pathfinder Society?
Yes. We are getting a Year 8 Pathfinder Society player's guide.
Woo!
It does not come with
cheered!
any ancestries, but it does come with backgrounds.
We cheered.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, that's super
I
exciting.
will give another little spoiler because I'm allowed to, because it's my program anyway, and anybody can fight me about it. The backgrounds include the remastered backgrounds from the Lost Omens Pathfinder Society guide, and also you will have backgrounds that pertain not only to the Year of Clockwork Mystery, but for the previous years of Pathfinder Society since 2nd edition.
Ooh.
Wow, that's so cool. Thank you, Shay.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. Hyped. Alrighty, we've got a question for Jessica. This one is from Zigrist. I still don't know if this is how you say this username, but I've just been saying Zigrist since I started hosting Paizo Live. So Zigrist wants to know, I heard one adventure number in the Starfinder Society plots is missing. A small gap?
Yeah, it was eaten by the gap. I'm sorry. But luckily, it's just a time gap. So that scenario will appear in season 2.
Ooh, very
Jessica,
cool.
you said we're going to learn more about the gap this upcoming season. Didn't we release a whole
I'm sorry.
book about the gap?
Did I say that? I think I've forgotten.
We released a whole hardcover book about the gap.
Yeah, I have it. It's
I own it
full of information. I can
Go
tell
read
you
it.
all about it.
Super in depth.
I wish I wasn't doing this live and I could just put static in here, but alas, I am doing it live. But I think I'm going to close off with one last question that kind of marries our two segments together, which is, will the 2 free RPG Day adventures, Things Go to Hell and Rescue on Raxel, be sanctioned for organized play?
Things Go to Hell will definitely be sanctioned for organized play.
Yeah. And same with Rescue on Raxel.
Awesome. Nice. So folks who are playing at their friendly local game stores or at home, make sure you fill out those chronicle sheets and get your society credit for playing in those cool adventures.
Get those achievement points.
Get those points so you can get those boons so you can play cool new things. And with that, I think we're going to call it close today. Thank you so much to our wonderful creatives for coming to visit and talk about their work. If any of you would like, where can folks find you if they want to chat with you more on the internet? Alternatively, if you don't want them to find you, that's also fine.
You can find me on some things as D20 Diaries, but I am mostly not on there. Gonna be real.
Who has time for that?
Might answer once in a while.
You can find me on Blue Sky, and in the future, you can find me on Twitch as Spells and Sugar.
Wonderful.
And like Jessica, I'm mostly not on social media. You could probably track down my Facebook page if you really worked hard. Otherwise, I'm on the Paizo community board, so
you can come say hi to Bill in the forums.
Yeah.
If you want to find me, you can find me here on all of Paizo's spaces, obviously, but also I'm on Blue Sky and everywhere else as Ilana Knight. And also, you can watch me play in the Hellbreakers campaign on Intrepid Heroes that No Direction is run by Jason Keeley. So if you want to watch me play a Strix champion, then you can listen to Hellbreakers. And
Nice.
Maya.
Oh yeah, and I'm fairly easy to find because if you try to find Paizo, you will find me. Yep, if you contact Paizo in pretty much any capacity, except for customer.service@paizo.com, that doesn't go to me. But basically every other Paizo, all the Paizo social media, the community at Paizo.com, the forums, I don't know, maybe don't find me, I'll find you. I will find you. Read threat.
You heard it here. Maya knows where you are, and Z is coming to get you.
I'll find you. No, I'm just really easy to find. If you try to contact Paizo, you will just end up contacting me. So yes.
And to answer Corey's question in the chat, my character is the champion of Arshea. So that's who I'm playing, a Strix champion of Arshea. But with that, we will see you all in a month on. I need to go look at a calendar of June. 1 second.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
What's the first Friday in June? The 5th.
No idea. Okay, June 5th.
We will see you Friday, June 5th for our next Paizo Live. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful time and play lots of fun games.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.